Hey everybody, welcome to Board Online, Board Offline. Today we're going to teach you how to play fishing lessons. Now this will be a very quick instructional video. It's a very easy to learn game with a short rule set. So we're going to get right into it right after I mention our sponsor, StonevalleyGames.com. This is a fantastic, friendly, distant game store. Be sure to go check them out. They have all kinds of great stuff over there. They've got a loyalty program for return customers. They've got a free shipping. They've got free shipping for continental United States customers if you order $100 or more from them. And if you're in the U.S. military and you're stationed overseas with an AA, AE, or AP address, they'll ship to you for free. So go check them out as soon as you can. There is a link in the description below. To begin the setup, first take the 7 lake cards, shuffle them up, and then deal them face down in a row to represent the lake. The family cards are double-sided with different characters on each side. Choose one of them, choose either side, and place it above the center lake card. You should also take note of the fishing goal at the bottom of the card here. Next, take the lesson cards, shuffle them up, and place them beneath the lake. Make sure there's space to the left for a discard pile and to the right for a lesson row. Draw 3 lesson cards to form your hand, and then decide if you're going to play on easy, medium, or difficulty. We'll discuss what each of those mean during the Step 3 Check Your Goal section of the video. During the game, you'll use Leland's lessons to meet your fishing goal before time runs out. Each turn proceeds through the following 4 steps, and they must be resolved in order. Step 1 is to place your lesson. You will place the lesson into the lesson row. And of course, when you place your first lesson, that's all you can do. However, as the game goes on, you'll have more lessons in the lesson row. When you place a new lesson into the row, you'll either insert it into the lesson row or replace an existing card there. When you place another lesson into the lesson row, you'll either insert it into the lesson row or replace an existing card. If you choose to insert it into the row, you can insert it at any spot in the lesson row, at one of the ends or in the middle, but you cannot reorder the cards that are already there. So maybe I would do it like this. On the other hand, if you replace an existing card in the lesson row, you will discard the card you're replacing and then place the new card where it was. Step 2 is to activate each card in the lesson row one at a time from left to right. You resolve each card's effects from top to bottom. If part of an effect cannot be resolved, ignore that part and resolve any others if possible. If you're playing in easy mode, you'll also check your goal after resolving each individual card. So let's discuss resolving these cards. You'll see you can have flip effects and move effects. A flip effect causes you to flip lake cards based on their position relative to you. So in this case, with Zoe right here, you can see here's the character card. Nothing happens to the card underneath the character, but the ones to the right and left are flipped over. If Zoe had been here, then this effect here would not do anything because there's no card to her right, but she would have flipped this one. A move effect like this move 1 allows the character to move left or right above the lake, with each lake card representing 1 space. You must always end up directly above a lake card. If you would move beyond an edge of the lake, you stop at the edge instead. And if you're already at the edge, you may skip movement by attempting to move beyond the edge and stopping. Some move effects will allow you to move more than 1 space. You can still only move in 1 direction. Each character has a unique fishing goal, which typically requires exact numbers of different types of fish on face-up lake cards. In this case, you can see that Zoe needs 3 silver carp and 2 blue tilapia. In this case, she's got 1 silver carp so far and 2 blue tilapia. Step 3 is to check your goal. Each character has a unique fishing goal. Zoe's is to have 3 silver carp and 2 blue tilapia. These goals typically require exact numbers of different types of fish on face-up lake cards. If a lake card does not contribute to the goal, it must be face down. So this one right here has neither the silver carp, which you can see here, or the blue tilapia. So this one, Ellie would have to find a way to get this one flipped back down in order to achieve her goal. Also, the number of the fish must exactly match, no more and no less. So this one silver carp is working towards the 3 silver carp that she needs, but you'll see we've got 1, 2, 3 blue tilapia face up, and so Zoe would probably want to find a way to flip this card face down or this one face down since she's got too many blue tilapia. Now, if this were the situation that Zoe found herself in, she would have achieved her goal. We have 3 silver carp, 2 blue tilapia, and the other fish are not in any way related to her goal, and so that's fine because a fish on those cards does relate. Now, based on the game's difficulty level, you'll actually be checking to see if you've met your goal at different times. This step 3 check your goal is really the medium difficulty level, because on medium difficulty, you check once each turn after activating and resolving all lessons. And that's where step 3 falls in. However, on easy difficulty, you would check after every lesson. So if you had 4 lessons out here, every time you resolved one of these cards, you'd resolve the card, check to see if you reached your goal. Resolve this card, check to see if you reached your goal, and so on. And so you can see how that makes it a lot easier. Now, on hard difficulty, you will only check 1 time. That's after activating and resolving all lessons on the very last turn of the game. The last turn of the game is when this deck is completely empty. If at any point you have met your goal at the appropriate time based on the difficulty level, then you win the game. The 4th step of your turn is to draw a new lesson and add it to your hand. If when you go to draw a new lesson, the deck is empty, the game immediately ends. Which means that when you draw the last card from the deck, that will be the last turn of the game. So remember, you win the game by meeting the requirements of your fishing goal at the right time based on your difficulty level. And you lose the game if you must draw a card but the deck is empty. And that's everything you need to know to play fishing lessons. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. If you like my channel, please subscribe. Also, be sure to come back for other great content that we've got coming. We currently are in the middle of an instructional series for Frosthaven. We are scripting how to play Aeon Trespass Odyssey as we speak. We have 1 video left in our Perdition's Mouth instructional series. And we've got how to play Australia coming up. Lots of great stuff. Come back and check it all out. And until next time, if you're bored online, board offline.